Also want to shout out to Taj Boyd. He surprised me tonight and showed up. Taj, I wouldn't be here without Taj Boyd. My community MVP was pretty simple for me tonight. Most of y'all know Deshaun Watson, know his number. A lot of you know, he's the first college player ever to throw for over 4,000 yards, rush for over 1,000, all that stuff. And that's all great. But to me, he's the epitome of what's great about the game of football. And when you talk about community MVP, and what he's meant to the community of college football, the community of the state of South Carolina, the community of Clemson and beyond, because of how he handles himself, because of the example that he sets for everyone. This young man has impacted my life. I've known him since the 9th grade, committed to come to Clemson in the 10th grade. And, again, everybody knows all the stats and all the stuff that he does on the football field. But this is a special human being. And I was at ESPN yesterday, and I was kind of giving them a hard time because they don't know a lot about Deshaun Watson. They know, and my point was, if you let him go get in trouble, he'll be all over ESPN. But the fact that he's 5 hours away from having his degree in only 2.5 years is still hard for me to wrap my mind around. With all that comes with being a quarterback at a place like Clemson. Took 17 hours this summer. He's over 3.0 GPA. He's an incredible leader. He gets it. And the thing that's awesome about him is what he does when nobody's watching, how he impacts the community. He grew up, he was the recipient of a Habitat home that wore done through the game of football. Here's a guy that can run a ball and had opportunities through the game of football in Louisiana to go to Florida State and be a great football player. And then wore done through the game of football and getting his education and experiences, grows up and he starts giving back to other people. Next thing you know, he's at this little kid's house in Gainesville, Georgia, and he built a Habitat home for this young kid named Deshaun Watson, who then grows up in a single-parent home, whose mom is battling cancer. An aunt comes on the scene to help. And next thing you know, he has a Habitat home. And now Deshaun Watson, through the game of football, and the opportunities that came through the game of football, through the structure that football provided, through the discipline, through the mentoring, through the lessons learned, the team, the people that were around to keep him on the right path, he gets an opportunity to come to Clemson to get his education. And then to watch him, how he's given back into this community and what he's done for Habitat personally, as a part of our team going out and leading the way as we built about 4 homes for Habitat for Humanity. And then last year, a big role in what's happened in this Greenville community as he agreed to serve the community, in particular with the Habitat for Humanity. So, I chose him because this is a young man that is the epitome about what's good with the game of football. Because people want to do away with football. And we probably don't have a Deshaun Watson to be the example without the game of football. And but I celebrate him because he's taken the platform and he's impacted his coaches' lives, he's impacted his teammates' lives, he's impacted his family's lives, he has impacted the entire community. Nationwide, state of South Carolina, Clemson, Greenville, you name it. So as a young man that's going to graduate from Clemson, he's 5 hours short. He'll graduate from Clemson in 3 years in December as an honor roll student and one of the best human beings I've ever known. I wanted to take tonight to take the opportunity to salute him as a community MVP. Not a Heisman, not a player of the game, but a community MVP as a man. So Deshaun, come on up and appreciate it.